The power of his dream brings you here. His man, Sean Carlard.
Finally, with the U from the STAN course, how to process trauma correctly. And we're processing by going through the word trauma. And we've been through the T, we've been through the R, we've been through the A, and now we're going to the final point of understanding. The first one was hurting people hurt people. Loved people love people, which brings what into our life, Wilma?
Empathy.
For who?
For ourselves and for others.
And forgiveness?
Sets you free.
Remembering that it was
a bad day.
But this is the greatest understanding. And I think this is the foundation, or I feel this is the foundation of why we're doing this trauma course. Being lifestyle coaches, we realized there was a glitch, and the glitch was trauma. And if we don't help people process trauma correctly, because trauma is never going away. We can't take it from you. It's going to stay with you for the rest of your life. You will always be, as we do on the full course, that lady who was sexually abused by her grandfather. We can't take that away from her. We can't take that bad day away. But you need to understand as a fact
that trauma can and should be used to your advantage.
Trauma can and should be used to your advantage. Now, we did speak about the life of I and coming to stand from our perspective. And we have to make a decision. And when you make a decision, it means you have to choose. And do you want this life that we are talking about from our perspective? And we want you to always remember that you always own your next decision. We're not saying you must. We're not saying you're a fool if you don't. But we don't want you to agree with us whatsoever. We just need you to understand this one thing about trauma.
It can and should be used to your advantage.
Let's continue with this adventure, which includes risk and a bit of danger where you've got to put your heart back on the line. But we want to tell you that it's going to be okay. So whatever you do,
don't you go away.
The power of his dream brings you here. His man, Sean Carlard.